fool, sleeping where they stand in the blazing sun.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, welcome once again to the Guys Hiding from Their Wives podcast. Thanksgiving episode, take 2.0 maybe? Since,
Hopefully.
we had some issues last week. We had some issues with the recording files, so we apologize that one didn't get out to you, but we're going to try it all over again. We're going to try again and see what we got. So I am your host, Big Ben. With us as, well, I don't want to say as always, but as usual, we've got our producer, Alexander the Great. What's up?
I'm here.
Partying
For
with
real
us
this
again.
time.
And then right here next to me on the couch, we've got our other mainstay, Magic Mike. What's happening, buddy?
Well,
The hell was that? I don't know what I tried to say there.
I don't know, and I'm kind of, I want to say it's like deja vu all over again.
That's what I was going to say. It seems like we did this once or
we
twice.
did this episode already, but there's no way we could repeat the magic that happened at the last show.
I'm not going to lie. It was pretty freaking great. It was a damn good episode.
And I hate to be biased because all our shows are pretty good, relatively good.
Not all of them. We've had a couple stinkers.
But that last show was about the best show we've ever done in the history of podcasts ever.
It was fantastic. I wish you guys could hear it.
And
Oh, shit. My bad.
and there's no way we can repeat that. There's just no way. But we're gonna strive to get there.
Why is that your bed?
Oh, because they can't hear it.
Oh yeah.
But
We were here. I
we're
heard
all
it.
at fault.
We know it was great.
And we're just gonna have to keep trying to raise the bar every
we're just
show
gonna-
to try to get there. But that last show, you should have heard it, man.
It was
Right.
the tippity tops.
It was
You
good.
should have heard it.
And we're not just saying that because
Oh,
it's
no.
lost in the wind.
Yeah,
you know
because
what I mean?
nobody's ever
No,
gonna hear it.
It really was
No.
good, but
Because Ben says, "Hey, we did a good show." And I'm like, "Eh." I'll be honest, eh. But that last show that didn't work was by far the best podcast ever in the history of podcasts in the world.
maybe it was out in the podcasting universe that it wasn't supposed to work.
It's in the
because
cloud, man.
It was too good.
It's in the cloud.
It was
That's
too good.
what it was.
It was too good. It would have just broke the internet.
The
if we'd
government
put it
shut
out.
us down.
Those sons of bitches. I work for those assholes. I don't trust any of them. pricks.
Oh.
Do you know what this episode can be? This episode can be a tribute.
A tribute.
Yeah.
To the
It
lost
just
episode.
wasn't that good,
Yeah.
like Tenacious D.
Except
Not
this
the,
isn't
it's not the
actually gonna
greatest
sound-
episode in the world.
The greatest
Yeah.
episode in the world, a tribute.
Doesn't sound anything like this song.
No,
Or
exactly.
this
This
episode.
episode. But it was that goddamn good, I'm just saying.
Well, and and we're even better than Tenacious D because we didn't have a shiny demon shining in the middle of the road either.
He shined pretty bright,
Yeah,
too.
he was a bitch.
Yeah,
we
he was
took
shining at the top of my stairs. So
we took him. We took him.
he knocks on the door. Be you angels?
And we said, nay, we are but men. All right. Well, now that we've got that all out of the way, it is, I don't know, what the hell day is it? Tuesday.
It's going to be Thursday.
Well, but yeah, when this comes out. But right now, it's still Tuesday.
Yeah.
I think. I don't have any freaking idea. Hopefully, this is going to come out to you guys actually on Thanksgiving so that we're not coming at you late with our special Thanksgiving episode because, then we just sound like a bunch of idiots. More so than we already do. But
Well, yeah, but they expect that by now. They've heard a couple episodes.
This is episode 19.
19.
Wow.
Well, shouldn't this be like 19 and a half?
That's like 19
Yeah.
more than I thought we'd do.
I think I might actually put it up as 19.5.
Since 19 has gone
or
by the
maybe
wayside.
19.1.
Well, there you go. I like that. Well, at the beginning of last week's show, we did have it was a pretty great tribute to a legend that we lost this past week. The great Stan Lee passed away at 95 years old. Just rest in peace, Stan. Thank you for so many years, so many wonderful memories. Thank you for for just bringing so much happiness and enjoyment, at least to this fat guy's life. I can't even imagine what he's done for everybody else out there.
Well, and God, I hate to. This is what sucks about doing this is we went through
Because
this
it was
and,
great.
Oh,
Yeah,
it was so good. But just going through Stan Lee, the things he went through in life. I mean, like the Excelsior. It's the New York State motto. He was
Yep.
born in New York. He joined the Army when he was 19. And God, I hope I remember
Yep.
everything. But he
But
actually,
basically, Excelsior is about moving forward, and that's really what he's done. He's just moved forward into the next phase. And this didn't get brought up last time. I did want to mention this. But before we'll get back into Stan Lee here in a minute. Before we do that, because I know I'm going to forget, make sure to get out there, follow us on all our social media. Check us out on Twitter. That's @GuysHiding. On the gram, on Instagram, that's @4GuysHiding. Did I get that right?
Yep.
Hell yeah. Follow us on Facebook. That's facebook.com/guys hiding from their wives. And on that, there is an event created. December 28th is Stanley Remembrance Day. That's the man's birthday. So we've got an event created on Facebook. This thing has got some crazy freaking response.
I can't believe
And
all
I'll
the
pull it up
responses.
and we'll talk about it here in a minute. But and that's not. It has an address in there in Salt Lake City, Utah. But you don't have to actually come to. And I'm saying don't come to Salt Lake City because there's not an actual physical event. It's just wherever you are, however you feel the need to celebrate the great man's collection, his legacy. If you want to have a Marvel movie marathon, if you just want to dress up in your Spider-Man outfit and swing around the building, go for it. But wherever and
I'm going to hang
however,
upside down and let my dogs lick me in the mouth. That's what I'm going to do.
I want to see that. We need to put that on our YouTube channel.
It'd probably be better than Kirsten Dunst.
No, I like Kristen
I don't know.
Dunst.
I like Kristen
Really?
Dunst too.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Not so much now, but maybe Spider-Man days. She's pretty hot.
She's one of them girls that if you have a bunch of guys at a party and she shows up, she's hot. But if there's a bunch of girls at the party, you don't even give her a second look.
See, I don't think
I kind of could see that. Like if she shows up
She's
to
kind of a plain
to
Jane
a
looking
Margot
girl.
Robbie Gal Gadot party.
Well, she's kind of a plain Jane
But
looking
like
girl.
if
She's
she
cute.
shows up down here with us three, yeah, she's really hot.
Well, compared to us, everybody's hot. But,
Yeah, and then check us out on our YouTube page. That's 4 Guys Hiding from Their Wives, and we do have a date set. Watch that because this is coming out Thursday. You said
Yeah.
on Friday. This Friday, the 23rd, is when Alexander the Great and I are going to undergo our wax jobs. Alex, you talked about this on the Lost episode. What you wanted him to do? He's going to wax both of his armpits, both of them.
Both of them.
And I figure I better step
I'm hoping that can end up being just 2 pulls, like 2 and done.
You better hope, because you're not going to go back to it.
No.
I was thinking you better tape them up or glue them up both sides first before you do one because you won't do the other side.
Yeah, you're
So,
probably right.
well,
We'll have to yank them at once.
Yeah, let's make sure we get both sides
that's gonna
done
be
so he
awesome.
has to do the second one.
That
'cause
might be too much for me. I might just pass out.
I would not blame you.
Well, we
that
know
does not
about your
look good.
history of passing
yeah,
out.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna wax my chest. I'm gonna let my wife wax my chest, and so
Get
yeah.
both
So
them hairs off
look,
there?
yeah, both hairs. Well, I got 3.
Oh, okay.
It's a short one.
This
but-
is shitty. I kind of got the shitty end of the deal.
I think you did.
Oh, I was the higher.
Have
goal
you
to
seen
reach,
my
so-
chest?
No.
Do you know how many freaking hair? I'm
Okay, don't show me.
It's like,
It's
yeah,
fine.
you don't want.
You want some music? Take the clothes off.
Break out the Marvin Gaye. But yeah, so watch for that. And then also email the show anytime, anywhere. That's 4guyshiding@gmail.com. Email us show suggestions, any comments, concerns. And most of all, get out there and give us a review. We want an honest review. Obviously, we want 5 stars. But if you don't feel we're worth 5 stars, because that helps us get noticed too when people search for podcasts and stuff. So anyways, on that, going back to Stanley. Go ahead. Sorry. I
Oh, no,
cut
you're
you off.
totally fine. And like I said, Stan Lee did a lot of everybody assumes Marvel, comics, superheroes, stuff like that, but he did a lot of action comics that weren't necessarily heroes for superheroes. He did a lot of war stuff. He was in the military. He was in the army, and he did a lot of military stuff. He introduced a lot of heroes that had military backgrounds.
Captain America.
Oh, yeah, and he had a lot of guys that did stuff like that. And then he had Western comic books. He did so much stuff. It's just hard to wrap your finger around. Oh,
Yeah.
Spider-Man, Iron Man, Black Panther, Hulk.
Those are the big ones, but
There
that
are
doesn't
many.
doesn't even scratch the surface.
There are over 5,000 Marvel characters in his lineup, and that's just the superheroes. That's not
Yeah.
counting all the other comics he did.
Is that like bad guys too?
He did bad guys, too.
No, like in that
Yeah,
5,000.
yeah,
So like.
yeah. And it's not just superheroes; it's villains as well. He and just a quick funny thing about him, he introduced a lot of heroes and villains that didn't really fly. Not everything's a gem. So
I'm sure he's kind of like us. He had a few stinkers.
Yeah,
in
Yeah,
there.
he
there's
had a
probably
few-
like Underwear Man or something.
yeah,
like
he
that
had a few
somewhere.
stinkers in there, but what he started doing is he got smart, and he would introduce them with Spider-Man because he was the number one superhero in the comic books was Spider-Man. And he would introduce him with Spider-Man, or he would bring him in with the Avengers. and they would fight alongside the Avengers or Spider-Man, and he would introduce them. And if they were popular and got a lot of feedback, he would spin off their own comic book series and see how they did. If not, they just
became
disappeared. Yeah,
Cool.
And that happened a lot of times.
Maybe that's what we should have tried. We should let some of the crappy ones just kind of disappear. Not the good one for sure.
I'm still here, so you're keeping some crappy ones
That's what we
around.
like to hear. So, all right. So, you guys have seen. This is just a funny little side note here that got brought up. You guys have seen Back to the Future. How many
Yes.
times?
Oh,
Several.
Well, okay.
At least once.
In Back to the Future 2, something gets mentioned about when old Biff goes back to 1955 to give young Biff the
sports
the
almanac.
sports almanac. Okay, you with me?
Yeah.
It was the same date that Marty went back to the future in the original. Do you happen to remember what that date was?
Was it November? No, that was when the clock tower hit. It was November 6, 1955.
November
right?
12th.
It
November
was.
12th.
I want to say it was May.
It was November
May-
12th.
Oh, November 12th.
November 12th, 1955 was the date in the original that Marty went back. That was the date old Biff went back to give young Biff the book and the lightning storm and just everything. And Doc Brown actually says something in the second episode about it. He says, it's amazing that old Biff would choose that date. It's like that date has some kind of cosmic significance. Well, November 12th was the day that Stan Lee took that next step into eternity.
Oh.
So, yeah, it has a little bit of cosmic significance, I think.
So
I think.
maybe he's not really passed.
No.
Maybe
no,
he's just maybe he's back there talking to Biff
There you go.
and getting some Marvel comics lined up.
There you go. He's the Watcher. We've talked about him being the Watcher.
I've heard interesting theories in Back to the Future when Marty's dangling with the the banners in the tunnel, and Biff tries to run him over. I've heard theories that he actually did get hit, and the Doc went back in time to save him. That's why Doc arrived exactly at that point to save him.
I could see that. That's interesting. That might be something for a future. I could sit here and we talk Back to the Future all day long. That's some shit. That's some shit right
I've
there.
seen Back to the Future
You
2
just wrecked my head, dude.
one time because it sucks so bad.
What?
I love Back to the Future.
Which one of us
too.
is a serial killer
The,
now?
the first Back
Oh
to the
my
Future
God,
was
man.
so good.
You're
so good.
killing me.
So
now.
good
yeah,
when the second
very
one
much.
showed up. Plus, they changed girls.
Yeah. Although Elizabeth Shue was hotter than the
Well, it
first
doesn't
one.
matter.
Very much
It's
so.
just you can't change that.
Yeah.
But it just
Well, they got rid of his dad, too. Crispin Glover left after the first one.
it kind of rubbed me the wrong way. Just the way it was chaotic and bouncing around and yeah.
Back to the Future 2 is so good.
3 was okay, but they played
They were all
it
good.
to death.
They were all great. I could watch them right now.
You know one of my favorite gems of wisdom from Back to the Future 2? Hoverboards don't work on water unless you've got power.
Good shit. Good shit, man. All right, so before we get into our sports news of the week, Mike asked me a couple weeks ago. I was on my way up here. I had to stop at Maverick and get a drink or something. But Mike messages me before I get up here. He says, "Why are you always late?" Because I'm usually the last one that shows up for recording. And Mike, my answer to that, a wizard is never late, nor is he early. He arrives precisely when he means to. So
That's why we do it at my house, so I'm here all the time.
Well, maybe that wizard needs to stop telling me a certain time and show up 20 minutes later.
well, that's why I started just telling. Maybe I'll start telling you later.
Yeah, he was here before you were today, Mike, so.
I know, but
Well, that was
I was at work.
that was kind of out of necessity, but it had to be. So
Well, I noticed there wasn't a car out there with Big Ben's name on it.
that's right. That's right.
So he must have hitchhiked. Get here when you can.
That's what it was. My wife and daughters went to the movie at 5:30, so they had to drop me off beforehand. But that's all right. Quick shout outs this week. I just want to personally throw out a shout out to the listeners and all of our followers and likes on Facebook. Just because without you guys, yeah, we could sit here and do this, but without you guys to listen to it and follow it and see what we're doing. So
It's almost as if a tree falls in the woods, does it make a sound?
right. If nobody's listening to our podcast, does it still suck?
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. That's a given.
Except the last one. Except the last
Except the
episode
last
was lost.
one.
And then one other quick shout out. I want to throw a shout out to 21 Pilots and the new album Trench. That thing is straight fire. I think I still have a little bit of credit, but that thing is fucking amazing. Seriously, if you have the means and you need let me know. I'll give you my Spotify shit. You can log into it and listen to it. It's amazing. There's not a bad song in the whole album.
Here's a hot take. I don't love it.
Really?
No, but I also don't like 21 Pilots a whole lot.
See,
so.
and they had a couple of big hits that I liked before this one, but this whole album is it's incredible.
My head's still spinning. I didn't know they still made albums.
Well,
Yeah, they kind of do.
I thought they just released stuff on.
It's more of
it's
like
a whole
a,
bunch of songs put out at
All
the
right.
same time.
Yeah, it's kind
Or
of
more
like,
of an album.
a multiple EP.
There you go.
I guess if you're in that niche market, because my daughter actually did buy the vinyl. She's got a straight up record that she ordered when it came out. She got it on the release. She did that with Panic at the Disco's
yeah.
Prayer for the Wicked too.
Vinyl's cool. I think I want to get into vinyl, but I don't.
It's
kinda
coming back,
expensive.
man.
Oh,
It's
it's been back
awesome.
for a while.
Yeah. So
But they're heavier now. They're a better quality.
Yeah.
They're
Yeah.
not the same old.
they're not that same thing that you get one scratch in it and it's done. It's complete garbage.
Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah. Other than that, you got anybody you want to shout out?
I do, but I'll wait for the Thanksgiving segment.
All right. Fair enough. It almost feels like that we're going to shout out somebody that we've done before because we talked about them last week.
I
but-
don't remember who I shouted out. It's probably like God or somebody else.
I know you ripped on. One of you guys ripped on. That was the Eda segment. So
Yeah. Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
well, yeah.
We'll,
Well,
we'll
that-
get,
no.
we'll get into that.
I don't even
Nobody
remember,
heard it.
I don't
gotta
even
get back
remember who
into
ate a dick last week.
I
Oh,
remember.
I do.
I remember.
I do.
Someone got demoted.
Oh yeah, that. All right, we're going to talk about that again.
We can. It's up to Alex. I can't remember which one you guys brought it up, but yeah.
Okay. Well, moving, just going forward, sports news a little bit this week that we'll touch on. We talked about Des Bryant in that episode that nobody heard, so we're going to talk about him again.
But the same thing though for Des Bryant. No one cares.
Yeah, nobody gives a shit. Basically, what it was is he finally signed with a team. The Saints signed him. 2 days later, he tore his Achilles in practice. Done for the year. Probably done for. It's possible it did. That's a career ender.
I think it's career ender for him. But do you have Alex Smith on your notes?
Good Lord, man! How bad was that?
Oh, that was
And-
it was disgusting.
Talk about.
I know what you're going to talk about.
Yeah.
I know it. Go for it.
Compare it. So, Washington Redskins have a bad thing with quarterbacks getting their legs broke on
Good
that
God,
yard
do
line
they.
on that date and for that team.
Yeah.
It's amazing how it worked out like that.
The Redskins
it's
need to
absolutely
stop
nuts.
playing on that.
On
day.
that day.
Yeah.
And if you get close to that yard line, you just you don't even put your quarterback on the field.
No, yeah, you throw in
You
your
just
like
punt the
fourth
damn
string.
ball.
So some of you have probably heard the comparisons from Alex Smith to Lawrence Taylor sacking Joe Theismann and breaking his leg. And it was actually when Carl Banks came in and gave a little extra hit. I believe that's
Except-
what it was.
Joe Theismann
Taylor-
did actually break his leg though, right? Where Alex Smith.
No,
broke
Alex
his
Smith
ankle.
broke his leg twice.
Oh, okay.
In two places.
Oh, I see. I thought it
Yeah,
was his
it's-
ankle.
I mean, they're dangling. It was
it was
a
so
dandy
bad.
dangler.
It looked like that one that the dude from the Nets, from the Brooklyn Nets, about a week or so ago.
I didn't see that one.
Dude came down and his ankle just
Do you
completely
have
destroyed.
you ever seen them MMA highlights when they do them kicks, them shin kicks, and it
Yep.
breaks?
Oh, yeah.
And his
Oh.
legs just kind of flopping around.
Yeah,
there. Oh,
it's a
my
dead
God.
chicken, man.
Bad news, man. But yeah, on the same yard line on the same day, Alex Smith, broke his leg the same
Joe
way
Theismann.
almost that Joe Theismann did. It's just insane, man. Insane.
And how old's Alex Smith now?
30 probably.
30 something.
Do you think he comes back?
No.
Because it
No,
retired
I don't know,
Theismann.
man.
Theismann
it's-
was older
no way.
anyway.
Yeah, Theismann was almost 40, wasn't he?
Yeah, he was up there. It was his last year or two anyway.
I don't know, man. If he can,
Because Alex Smith's getting up there now.
yeah, he's in at least mid to late 30s.
So that could be it. It
Yeah,
might
I don't
be
know.
a career ender.
Now, speaking of Alex Smith and his former team, who he was jettisoned for Patrick Mahomes, did you guys see that game last night?
I watched bits and pieces.
Monday night, the Chiefs and the Rams. That damn game was a freaking Madden game.
Cool. I didn't know that he played for the Utes, Alex Smith.
Yeah,
Oh,
he
he was
number one draft pick.
Did
Didn't
you
know.
know? Okay, a little bit of history for you. First time ever.
Yep,
In-
and the only time
And
hasn't
yeah,
happened since.
First time and only time. Alex Smith went number one from
the
the University of
49ers.
Utah football, and Andrew Bogut went number one from University of Utah basketball. First time it's ever happened.
Wow,
that
really?
the same college did a number one.
34.
Yeah.
No, he's only
Alex-
34.
yeah, Alex Smith is
So
34.
Maybe. I don't know,
man.
Not by next year. He won't be ready by
Well,
next year. I don't
you
think.
got to consider they considered Tom Brady an act of God, and he's 39,
Don't even get me started.
39, 40.
Don't
But
even get me
Tom
started.
Brady's never had
Tom
an
Brady's gonna be
injury to-
55, still breaking my damn heart
I know.
because he's Tom Brady. He pisses me off.
It seems like Peyton Manning set a record because no quarterback that has ever changed teams past the age of 35 has ever went on to win a Super Bowl with another team.
Nope.
Peyton Manning was the first one to do it
first
at
one.
35. He was actually 37 when he did it. It took him a couple years. So that just tells you when quarterbacks turn 34, 35, 36, they get let go
Yeah, oh yeah.
out of their contracts. Montana actually went to Kansas City. The Niners let him go. when he was 35, and the Chiefs went to the playoffs. But that's when he got that concussion.
And then he didn't even finish playing the rest of that.
Yeah, and he was done after that concussion. So Smith at 34, you said?
Yeah, 34.
35 next year at this time, and dude, that's a tough one.
He's not going to come back and start for the Redskins. No way. He's not
Well,
going to come
who
back
the
and start.
Redskins got?
They,
it depends
who'd
on.
they sign?
They went and signed. I don't even remember who it was. They signed to be.
who'd they
Oh,
sign?
they went and signed freaking Mark Sanchez.
Mark Sanchez!
Buffalo!
Buffalo!
So, quick look at
I think Alex Smith plays better in a wheelchair than now.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You can put Alex Smith out there on one leg, and he's better than Colt McCoy and Mark Sanchez. But that's just this guy's opinion. Quick touch on the standings. New England's atop the AFC East, 7-3. Miami's 5-5. Buffalo and the Jets are 3-7. Pittsburgh has come into their own. Pittsburgh is playing hot right now.
They pulled a miracle.
7-2-1. Baltimore and Cincinnati are 5-5. Cleveland's 3-6-1. Houston's on top of the South at 7-3. Then out west is still it's closer than it could have been. Kansas City's 9-2. The Chargers are 7-3 right now. Denver 4-6. Oakland 2-8.
Number one pick, baby.
Not after beating the Cardinals. Now it's going to be the Cardinals that
Well,
get
they
it.
still got the number one pick.
Yeah, we'll see. Washington sitting on the NFC East at 6-4. Dallas right behind them at 5-5. Chicago pretty much made a statement with that win over Minnesota.
That was
They're
impressive.
7-3. Minnesota's 5-4-1. New Orleans is on top of the South at 9-1 and just steamrolling everybody. The Rams on top of the NFC West at 10-1. Seattle is 4 games back at 5-5, so that one's going to be clinched
That one's
here
over.
pretty damn quick. Now, going back to what we talked about Monday night, okay? This needs to be. I wanted to talk about it a minute. 54-51 was the final score of that game. First time in history that a team has scored 50 points and lost.
Yeah.
So my question is,
Highest scoring game in history.
yeah, my question is, do the Rams and the Chiefs have a concern?
Defensively, yeah.
Oh, no, there was no defense.
Well, here's how sad it was. Mahomes threw 3 picks. There was a strip sack for a touchdown, and
Well, Mahomes turned the ball over 5 times.
yeah, and there was no defense. But the defense scored points. The defense was out there.
But they weren't stopping anybody. That was a track meet. Mahomes had, almost 500 yards total?
He did, I think.
And
478.
Then Goff had 440-something.
Yeah, it
It
was.
was insane. So here's my question with Kansas City, okay? Everybody's ready to crown them the AFC champions right now. Okay? We've already seen them lose to New England just because Tom
In
Brady
New
does what Tom Brady does. Are the Chiefs really... Can it be considered? I don't know what the hell I'm trying to say.
Concerned.
Would you say then that the road to the AFC championship goes through Kansas City still?
I would say right now because
Because they'll win the home field advantage, but
right
for
now they
me-
have home field.
For me, you haven't beat Tom Brady and New England with those guys still sitting out there. And when they beat Pittsburgh early in the season, Pittsburgh wasn't playing like Pittsburgh is now.
True.
I'm almost afraid that if Kansas City runs into this Pittsburgh team in the playoffs, they're going to be in trouble too.
Okay, 2 sides of it. Side 1. Last year, New England went into Kansas City, and Kansas City kicked the shit out of them. Mm-hmm. They go into New England this year, and it's a close game, but New England pulls it out. I mean, it got a little bit lopsided more at the end, but it was nip and tuck.
They took a last-minute drive to go down and kick the field goal to win the game.
Yes. Kansas City has went into Pittsburgh and won. Pittsburgh's went into Kansas City and won. So that's 6s. It depends what team shows up for both teams there. But as of right now, if New England and Kansas City play New England, it's a coin flip.
Could go either way.
If they play in Kansas City, I take Kansas City 10 times out of 10.
Think so?
Oh, absolutely. And,
You don't think Tom Brady does what Tom Brady's
Tom
gonna
Brady
do?
does what he does, and that's what's scary is because the second part of it, the other side of it, Kansas City does this every year.
Yep.
They
And
go
that
10
was
and
my
1.
point.
They go 10 and 1, 10 and 2. They go to the playoffs as a 2 or 3 seed, and they get in Kansas City and lose.
Well, they had that lead over was it Houston or the Titans last year, 21-3,
Yeah,
and
lost.
came back and lost. So
And so that's what scares me about the Chiefs is the Titans can beat them, the Texans can beat them, the Patriots can beat them, the Steelers can beat them, the Broncos can beat them. They give them
the
2 close
Broncos
games.
should have beat them at least one of those.
But if Broncos make the playoffs, I mean, Chargers and Chiefs are
Yeah,
it'd
well,
be tough
see,
to
and
beat.
look at this. So thinking about that, and this will be our last thing we touch on the NFL before we move on. As shitty as the Broncos have been, right now we're only one game out of the last playoff spot. Denver's sitting at 4-6 right now, but right now the 6th seed is Baltimore, I think, at 5-5. So I mean, all it's going to take is Denver to pull a couple of wins out of their ass again,
And we've
and
seen
they
what
could be in the
happens
playoffs.
in the playoffs.
and it's damn hard to beat a team 3 times in 1 year.
It is.
So
And like I said, I just think right now, Minnesota and the Saints are supposed to be the teams battling in the NFC. The Rams are supposed to be close, but not quite there yet.
I think the Rams are there.
I think the Rams are right there, and I think the Saints are their battle. I think it's the Saints and the Rams.
I think the Saints are going to, but the Saints already proved that they're going to.
Oh, yeah.
They'll probably handle it.
Like I said, that was my pick from the first year.
I don't see
wavered from
anybody
that.
beating the Saints right now.
I'm still taking the Saints and the Chiefs in the Super Bowl, but man, it's hard to go against Tom Brady and Pittsburgh. If their defense is playing good, they can. But they've looked like crap in a couple games this year.
They shouldn't have won that game
They
Sunday.
shouldn't have won Sunday. So I think it's the Chiefs and the Saints.
Okay, we'll see. We'll see. Time will tell. Moving on to college football, the rankings are out just tonight for the newest college football playoff rankings. Alabama's still number 1, Clemson still number 2, Notre Dame still number 3, and Michigan number 4. I don't see that changing before the end of the year. That's probably where it's going to stay.
The only thing that's going to happen is this week when Michigan plays Ohio State. That's the only thing that could oust
And Ohio
Michigan.
State's been that thorn in Michigan's side.
Oh,
too.
they've beat them 10 out of the last 12 times or
Yep.
something like that. It's ridiculous. But who moves in after that? I mean, is it Georgia? Is it A&M?
Hold on, I'll pull that up.
Is it Washington State? There's a lot of teams that can jump right there to number 4 if Michigan does fall this week. There are
Good.
some teams that are right there on the, But I'll tell you, the thing about Clemson that scares me is I picked them this year because I hate Alabama. I'll never pick them. So I picked Clemson. And
Yeah,
their number,
Georgia's number 5.
yeah, see, and they're
And Oklahoma right behind.
yeah,
them, too.
Oklahoma's right there. A lot of people are voting for them.
But if Ohio State beats Michigan, does Ohio State jump?
No,
Ohio
Ohio
State's cleared out at number 10.
Yeah,
but
Ohio State ain't going to jump up that far. I would put in Georgia or Oklahoma. But with Clemson's defense, I've been raving about their defense all year. But you know what? They've showed signs of weakness
Yep.
in their defense.
What about Notre Dame's playing tough? I thought Notre
Dame's
Dame
tough.
was going to drop at least 1 or 2 of them so far.
I thought Notre Dame was
they're
going to
there.
falter because I didn't think they had everything right there going good, but
Hey, they're
they
making
did
it work.
something.
Alex is just kind of like, yeah,
Yeah.
I believe you.
I know the Utes won the Pac-12
Yeah,
South.
how about that? I was
Yeah.
just about to talk that.
That was impressive. 'Cause I didn't think they'd do
Congratulations
that
to
either.
them. They'll play the
Washington
winner
or
of,
Washington
Yeah,
State.
the winner of that one wins the Pac-12 North, and they'll play in the Pac-12 championship
And Washington
game
State already
November
lit them
30th.
up once.
Was it Washington State
Washington
that beat
State
them down?
lit them up. That quarterback looked like Joe Montana, man.
Yeah. So well, and Utah's got so many injuries. Moss is done for the year. Huntley went out for the year. He's hurt. So
Well, how about that defensive guy they put into a running back? Or was that BYU?
no, I know. I don't remember his name right off.
Yeah, BYU took their
BYU
defensive
guy.
back and turned him into a running back, and he's doing pretty good.
Really quick, NBA news. Jimmy Butler was traded to the 76ers this past week. Tyson Chandler was the one that you were talking about that we couldn't remember his name. The guy went to the Lakers. And then just today I saw the thing that the Cavs and J.R. Smith have agreed to let him leave the team, that they're trying to work out a potential trade partner now. NASCAR news. Joey Logano won the 2018 Monster Energy Cup Series. I hope I got that right. I don't know. So congratulations to him. Big shout out to those guys over there at Penske Racing.
He's a young kid, too.
Yeah, he is. He's impressive. Martin Truex Jr. did come in second, which is saying something. And like he almost won it again. And this guy doesn't even have a ride for next year yet.
Yeah, he doesn't have a whole list of sponsors like all the other guys.
Yeah. And then the Major League Baseball awards were out this week. I wanted to get a little bit more into it, but one thing I do want to mention. What?
We had a meeting with some of our people because I work for Coca-Cola for those of you who don't know, and we've got this new drink called Body Armor, and I knew there was a NASCAR driver that was a big sponsor, that they were a big sponsor for, and I couldn't remember who it was. It's Ryan Blaney.
Oh, nice. In the 21, right?
Yeah.
The Wood Brothers car.
Yeah.
That car has got a lot of history to it.
You said wood.
Woody. So really quick, the Major League Baseball awards for the year out. No real shockers. Mookie Betts won the MVP in the American League. He had the batting title, 346 average, 47 doubles, 32 home runs, 129 runs scored, 80 RBIs, and 30 stolen bases. There's no debating who the MVP in the American League was.
I don't know. His teammate about ousted him.
Yeah, it was close. And then Christian, I think it's Yelich from Milwaukee, won the NL MVP.
He laid a poop in the playoffs. Though,
Yes, he did. Yes, he did. Blake Snell from Tampa Bay won the American League Cy Young Award. And Jacob deGrom from the Mets won the National League Cy Young Award. And the Angels Shohei Ohtani won the American League Rookie of the Year over, I want to say it was over Gleyber Torres of the Yankees. And then Braves outfielder, no big surprise here, Ronald Acuna Jr. won the Rookie of the Year there. And really, the only other thing I wanted to touch on in the Major League MVP, the awards. Do you know what team had the highest payroll in baseball this year?
It's usually the Yankees or the Red Sox.
Nope. The Red Sox were number 2. The Cubs, Chicago Cubs were number 1. The Dodgers were number 3. The Yankees were only number 7.
Oh, they're usually
Yeah.
top 2.
Well, they will be before next year. Don't worry about that.
Well,
but
I seen they got Paxton.
Yep, that was a hell of a move,
That's
man.
a great move.
Woo.
He's a stud.
So hopefully that looks good.
And
but
I'm telling you, they might get Harper.
It wouldn't surprise me.
I talked to him. Harper said before he ends his career, he
wants
to play
in
for
New
the
York.
Yankees. He
I
has
don't
his
hate
favorite
that.
team.
I don't hate it. Can you imagine that outfield? Holy shit, dude!
Wow.
Harper, Stanton, and Judge.
Wow.
Woo! That was pretty good. We both said that at the exact same time.
Yeah, that means it's on people's minds.
Yep. But
Oh my
here's
God, they were roommates.
But here's the thing: the Cubs and the Dodgers had 2 of the top 3 payrolls in Major League Baseball this year. 0 awards. Period. Not even a Gold Glove. Not even a Silver Slugger. Nothing. Completely shut out. So that just goes to show you that money doesn't always buy greatness. But then you're the Red Sox that had the second damn highest payroll and won just about everything.
Yeah, but you can't say they ain't
Fuck
got
those
great
assholes.
players. I mean,
I'm not going to say that.
Cubs
Screw
and
that.
Dodgers got some.
No.
I mean what's his name? Javi Baez.
Yeah.
Holy moly, that guy's an animal. And I hate him on the Cubs, but I'd take him in a second.
Dude, Baez is so good.
He
Baez
is awesome.
is a freaking stud. So I thought you were the biggest. Oh, never mind. That was on the Lost episode too. We talked. Maybe that was what happened. Maybe I just pissed everybody off at the beginning of the show
On what?
when I said that Mike was, such a big Cubs fan that we were going to name him the Sausage King of Chicago. And that,
Yeah, people.
know.
I will never
Yeah.
go to Chicago just for that reason.
I've talked about this before. I don't know if I've talked about it on the air, but I used to consider myself, I'm only a Red Sox fan. I only watch the Red Sox for baseball. But man, I'm always cheered for the Cubs.
I love
Really?
the Cubs.
I
The
think I
Cubs
might be a
always
Cubs
have that
fan.
soft spot, and I think
Because they're
Well,
Go ahead,
'cause,
I'll let you
like,
finish,
in the
I'm
years
sorry.
leading up to their World Series, when I was like, the Cubs are getting good. The Cubs are getting better. They could win one. I wasn't there yet this year. They could win one. No,
hasn't been
not
there
this
year for 100 and something
Yeah.
years.
yeah.
And then the year they won it, I was like, oh my God, they won it. This is fucking awesome. I think I'm a Cubs fan.
See,
And then the next year, I was paying more attention to the Cubs than anything else.
this is more sacrilege than anything else, but I hated Harry Carey.
Oh, come on!
I hated Harry
I
Carey.
loved Harry. Harry Carey was Cubs baseball.
Let me
man.
drop a little knowledge on you here. Harry Carey used to work for the Cardinals.
I did hear that. I did know that.
Harry Carey had an affair with the owner's wife. He got fired.
Harry Carey wasn't a great guy.
No,
he was a piece of shit as a
and
person.
He was kind of
God,
funny.
I loved listening to him call baseball games.
He was kind of funny in Chicago because he was sloshed by the third inning. He was slobbering drunk.
Hearing him sing "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" at the 7th inning stretch.
Yeah.
I
I always turned the channel because I hated the guy. But what used to tick me off is I'd watch, because back when I was a kid, it was the Braves and the Cubs network.
Well, that was all you could watch because
Yeah.
we had WGN and TBS.
And the Braves would, they'd be kind of biased toward the Braves, but they would, kind of call it kind of fair. But Harry Carey,
oh no! Oh God, no!
when a little roller there's a hot smash toward the hole. No, it's a broken bat, and the guy got out by 27 feet. And
It was a close play. At
yeah,
first.
he was so biased. And them Coke bottle glasses, he could see Uranus, but he couldn't see the baseball field.
You said anus.
Them things were so thick, they were Coke bottle glasses, man.
Oh man.
And they were like as big as his face. And the blue tint.
You'll see that blonde gal out of the club, and she's got those gigantic Paris Hilton sunglasses.
Yes.
That's what Harry Carey's glasses look like.
When Will Ferrell does Harry Carey impressions, it's pretty close. It's pretty close.
Damn it. Sorry, yeah, that was me. I forgot to turn my phone to vibrate, and I just got an ESPN.
But yeah,
line, so
anyway,
my bad.
if you haven't noticed, I hate the Cubs.
No, never would have guessed. All right. Well, we're coming back the other side of the break. We're talking our favorite Thanksgiving foods. We're going to talk a little bit of traditions, and we'll talk maybe, and we'll be a little bit cheesy. We'll talk about some of the things that we're thankful for. So we'll come back on the other side of the break. But before we do that, I do want to throw one more tribute to Stan Lee. I don't know. I know I asked you guys this on the Lost episode. If you guys have ever heard of Balder the Brave, it was actually a collection of stories that he put out. Thor was in there, and Stan Lee had a quote from that book that he had written, and this is just fitting. So I want to throw this to him. And now, until we meet again, may the blessings of Asgard be bestowed upon you, or be showered upon you. God, I screwed it up.
You fucked it up.
I fucked it up. So, but yeah.
50 cents.
Until we meet again, may the blessings of Asgard be showered upon you. Thank you for the many years. Thank you for all the memories and everything. Rest in peace, Stan. We'll see you soon, and we'll be back with you on the other side of the break. See you in a few. All right, and we're back. So yeah, welcome back. That was good. A good mid-episode pee break. We don't have the great John Bino here to pee on, so we just kind of had to make do. And I'm still blown away at why your freaking bathroom smells like a casino in Las Vegas. Not with the cigarette smell, it just smells very casino-like. I can't explain.
It's odd.
It's from all the strippers going in and out.
Is that what it is?
I have a.
Is that what that smell is? Is that stripper
Yeah,
butt crack smell?
Yeah.
All right.
You can't even smell it. There's a cooler at a store I work at
Yep,
that
that's
smells
true.
like Splash
That's true.
Mountain.
It's true. It's true.
I smelled it again today. It's awesome.
Speaking of that particular store, so and we talked about this on that Lost Great episode too. I walked in there, and I swear I looked at this dude. I had to do a double take because I was like, "Holy shit, that's Hodor!" It was Hodor, man.
Hodor!
Hold the door.
Well, that's what happened. Is I was getting ready to go out, and he's like, "Hold the door! Hold the door!" Too soon?
I don't think so.
Yeah.
Ah.
Nice.
He's
Speaking
in-
of.
Sorry to interrupt.
No, I was just going to say, speaking of, we do have the release date for Game of Thrones. That's what?
April.
2019.
Yep.
Hell yes.
I have a special Game of Thrones whiskey in my freezer that I'm saving.
That's
Game
going to
of
be
Thrones.
brutal, though. What is there, 7, 8 episodes is all?
7.
That's going to be terrible. Terrible when that thing ends.
That show was
So
so
much
great.
death.
Oh, it's amazing.
So great.
Maybe we need to do a Game of Thrones episode here.
Oh, I love Game of
Yeah,
Thrones.
but you probably haven't seen it all, have you?
I'm almost there. I've only got a little bit to
Where
go.
you at?
Middle of season 5.
How many is there?
7.
6?
There's
7?
7 out now.
Yeah.
Oh, I will be caught up before it starts. Don't worry about it.
Damn.
We need to have our top 5 deaths in Game of Thrones.
When I
Okay, yeah, I got mine. Never mind.
when I talk to people and they haven't watched Game of Thrones that are just getting into it, I'm like, I'm so
You're like-
excited because I'm like, God damn, wait till
You're
it
like,
No,
comes.
see, and here's
Wait,
the thing
what
is,
season are you in? Oh, I'm in like the middle of season 3. Oh no!
Yeah. And if you're one of them,
well, I know the main things that have happened because before I started watching it, I was hearing what was going on, so I know about like what happens at the end of season 5. That doesn't happen, but you think
Yeah.
happens. Yeah.
and so if you're one of them, I hate to say the word douchebags that says it's nothing like the books.
It's not supposed to be, you
I
fucking
hate
idiot.
you because every movie is nothing like the book. So don't tell me
It's
the
not
books are
supposed to be.
better.
You can't-
I don't want to read.
That's why I watch a movie
That's
because
why
I
I'm
don't wanna
watching the
fucking sit
movies.
down and
I'm too
read.
lazy to read the book for 9
Well, because
months.
that's the thing. You can get the story in 2.5 hours, or in this case, like 7 hours for a Game of Thrones. It's going to take you 3 years to read all the
Yeah,
books.
and
Hey,
actually,
give me
my
a second. I'll tell you exactly how long the first book.
my
Yeah,
buddy
that's
has
just
read all
it,
the
man.
books, and he says the movies actually follow the books really close.
right.
That's what I've heard too. Yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, I just had to throw that in there just to
Right.
be a jerk.
No, that's good. That's good. So, make sure again to get out there and follow us on all those social medias and listen to us on all formats. We're out there wherever podcasts are available: Stitcher, Spotify, Google Play, Apple Podcasts, iTunes, YouTube. Did I miss any?
I don't think so.
Okay, yeah.
MTV.
Well, maybe
They might show it. They don't show
They
movies-
might. They don't have
music
music videos anymore. So
So your first season of Game of Thrones is about 10 hours because they're about hour-long
right,
episodes.
right.
The first book is 33 hours.
Is that the audiobook?
Yep.
Yeah. So, yeah, okay, sure. 33 hours of TV show. There you have it. And I didn't mention this at the beginning. I do want to throw a shout out. Not necessarily a show sponsor. Well, probably because it's not even. But yeah, we want to throw some love to Crazy Dave's Meat Emporium, featuring the Meat Tornado. That we're throwing you some love there, Captain Calzone. You guys know who you are. But yeah,
Nobody else does.
I remember. I remember what you said last time for your segment.
Yeah, my eat a dick?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Okay. Because I kind of defended him.
Have you gone
I still
since?
don't remember.
No, I haven't been there for a while.
Oh.
We'll get there. Sorry.
Yeah, we'll get there.
Yeah.
You're gonna have to write this down.
But it just
because
hit
now
me.
I'm intrigued because I don't remember what he said.
If I don't
but-
bring up ideas when they hit me, I forget about them.
well, and you said, well, I don't remember what we were talking about. You said something got brought up about Rick Jones last week, and I don't remember.
We
what
were
it
talking
was.
about the
The
What
If
comics.
comic
Oh, yeah.
series by Stan Lee.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
When Rick Jones.
I'm Rick Jones, bitch.
I'm Rick Jones,
When he,
bitch.
if Stan Lee did a What If series, if someone else had been bitten by a radioactive spider, if someone else had become, Iron Man, and the one with the Hulk was what if Rick Jones had become the Hulk instead of Bruce Banner?
Right.
And then you said, "I'm Rick Jones,
I'm
bitch."
Rick Jones, bitch.
Funny thing is, this wasn't even actually on the episode.
I know.
No.
We talked about it
Or
off
was
air.
it?
Oh,
I mean,
yeah.
it may have been.
It's
The world may
cliffhanger.
never know.
But it was the best episode
Nah,
ever
it was great.
recorded.
It was the best. It was the best. And the funny thing is, and like you said, this episode.
Epitode?
This episode. This episode doesn't
That's
sound
that
anything
soft
like it.
spot. That's that soft spot for
Somebody
me,
pushed
fan.
on some.
I think Hodor just came on our podcast.
No, that's my new name, Epitode.
Epitode.
I'm the Epitode. I found it in the swamp. It's an Epitode. And, even better, it's an episodic episode.
Yeah.
The Supersonic episode.
So this is the funny thing about the majority of these episodes. They're the steak episodes.
What?
Yeah, they're the medium episodes
Medium rare.
because they're kind of like a steak. They're not rare and they're not well done.
Except for last week's.
Last week's was fantastic.
Last week's was very well
It's
done.
lost in
It
the
was very well
cloud.
done.
Go find it.
It was jerky. It was so well done. I'm just saying.
Maybe I'll hide them somewhere on the internet. Maybe I'll just put a random media fire link somewhere, and if somebody finds it, I'll give you $100.
Ooh. What if I find it?
Good luck. Probably won't actually put it anywhere.
I usually need help
You
finding the
son of a
door.
bitch. I'm going to be searching all these random things, going through how much porn am I going to be searching
Yeah.
through trying to find this thing. Yeah, put it on Pornhub. Somebody said Pornhub and finds it. All right. Well, we're talking Thanksgiving. Like our producer said, we're going to put this one out on Thursday morning. So happy Thanksgiving. We want to wish everybody out there and if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, happy Thursday to you. Enjoy the day off of work.
Yeah, but who doesn't celebrate Thanksgiving?
Yeah,
Why
you'd
would
be
you
surprised.
not? I mean, it's don't
Everybody
have to make it a
eats.
thing. Yeah.
You'd be surprised. And I do have one more shout out before we get rolling too far. I do want to throw a shout out to Uncle David Johnson. You know why.
Well, I know why.
So yeah. So what do you got before we get into our top 5 list of our top 5 Thanksgiving foods? A lot of people have different traditions that go on. Like I was listening to, again, shout out to the All Fantasy Everything podcast, and it got brought up about Thanksgiving foods, and David Bory started talking about macaroni and cheese.
So fucking weird.
For us.
It's weird. Like I would say that. Oh, that's white people shit. But I'm as white as they come. We don't do that.
No, you're clear. You're
Yeah,
not white.
yeah,
you're
exactly.
neon white. But no, and I don't mean just like the Kraft cheap shit macaroni and cheese, which again the Walmart brand of macaroni and cheese is so much better than anything else you've ever had. At least for the box processed stuff. But like I'm talking like a baked, and no, not the Stouffer's that you brought up in that last
Stouffer's is
episode.
good too, dude. Don't give
Well,
it.
no, I'm saying that,
don't
but
hate.
this is and that we talked about on that last episode. That was the greatest episode we've ever put out, by the way. But and I'm talking like it's almost like a casserole with the actual cheese you use, not that.
It's a
processed.
cheesy pasta casserole,
Yeah.
not macaroni and cheese.
Yeah.
I get it.
I
So-
had that one time, and since I had that the one time, it wasn't like the regular skinny noodle things. It was like the ball ones. Ever since I had that.
What?
Okay, so
I don't know what you're talking
okay,
about.
so
This just broke Alex's brain.
no, listen. So every
I mean, there's
okay,
like
I was
really.
just
It's
pretending that
called,
was-
it's called fusilli, but it's like small.
yeah, and it's like ball looking stuff.
Okay.
Anyway,
Okay.
if you know what Kraft macaroni and cheese
Yeah,
looks
yeah.
like.
No, I know
yes,
the
yes.
skinny
Okay.
noodles you're talking about.
Yeah, not the
You-
skinny
you got
ones,
me
but
wrecked
these
on
are
this ball thing.
these are rounded like ball looking
Okay.
things. And I had
You're
someone
gonna have to
make
Google that 'cause I gotta see
working
this
on it.
shit.
I had someone make a casserole, like macaroni and cheese casserole, and they called it macaroni and cheese, but it wasn't the long skinny noodles, or not even the short skinny noodles.
So
excuse
it
me.
wasn't actually macaroni and cheese. It was noodles and cheese.
It was the noodles and cheese, but it was so goddamn good.
I need to make you my crockpot macaroni.
And since I ate that, I cannot eat Kraft macaroni and cheese with noodles. I have to have the round
All right.
pasta.
Okay. Well, while we're on that
I
subject,
like-
since you talked about last week about, might have been the week
fusilli
before.
are twisted. They're not
No,
what I
no,
was
let
thinking
me-
of. I think I have. I think it's called diddlini.
Don't
Diddle-eeny.
don't diddle me.
Who are you diddling and why? Whose balls are you diddling?
Or it could also be a cine de pepe.
Okay. Ooh, Pepe Le Pew.
Oh.
He was a rapist. Come on.
So that's a
You know
weird
what
thing.
kind of potatoes we had at dinner the other night? We had au gratin. Oh.
Yeah, you know, if anyone's ever like, "Hey, can you do a French accent?"
Oui, oui. I apologize if you're one of... All right, speaking of accents, you did that one right, proper, bruv. I'm just saying. So,
like, I don't. No.
pissed my wife off the other day. Been playing Pokemon Go, okay? And every time that I get and if you land it right, you get a nice throw. Every time I land it, nice throw, bruv.
Noise.
Nice throw. But then I'll get out, then I'll do a great throw, and it's not quite the same. And you see that? That's what we just talked about. I just jumped from Australian back to British and that. But anyway, macaroni and cheese. What the hell are you doing?
There's a whole list
That's
of
a bow
pasta
tie.
shapes
That's
for
not
you,
a
Mike.
ball. All right.
It's an entire list of pasta.
So
That's
yeah.
all the pastas.
Anyways, talking
I gotta
about
start the talk.
another as far as Thanksgiving. Ooh, that's the
Alphabet.
Pepe Le Pew.
Pepe Le Pew. Angel hairs. dude.
Angel hair's good shit.
Is this the pasta episode?
This might be the pasta episode.
We might
Wait,
have to switch.
no, we might have to call. We might have to get Matt in here to do a pasta episode. Matt, if you're listening, we love you. We miss you. Come back and do a pasta episode with us. You damn dirty Italian. But yeah, no, I can say
No,
that.
Just Matt.
Can I say that?
Yeah, that's just Matt.
Yeah, no, just Matt's the only damn dirty Italian I know. I give him a whole mad rash of shit, but it's hilarious. But yeah, so talking about other
close.
traditions, you said something that you wanted to try, and I actually went to my mom. She's going to make this for Thanksgiving just because we talked about it. I am so ready to fuck with a green bean casserole.
Oh, me too. It's so good.
So what's in this? What's in a green bean casserole? You ever had a green bean casserole, Mike?
No.
It's green beans, cream and mushroom soup, and
Yeah, no,
like those
I'm out.
little dried French onion things.
Why the hell have we not had this before?
I'm out.
And I think
I'm down.
I'm pretty sure it's got cheese in it too.
I don't care. I'm down.
But it's so good. Oh, it's so good.
Okay, I'm ready for it. I'm ready.
It looks similar to them, but they got kind of openings on them.
Mike, those aren't pasta.
It's in the
Those
pasta
are hairy
section.
balls. Don't get Alex started on balls, because then he's going to start drawing hairs on them, and my notebook's
Well, I'm just
my
saying,
my notebook's going to
cannot
turn into a
forget the
sausage
ball
party.
hairs.
Those balls don't have hairs. Is that why you liked them?
What if was it gnocchi? It could have been gnocchi. That's almost pasta.
Gnocchi's pretty popular
I
too.
don't know. It had a bunch of shit and cheese in it.
All right, we'll come back to this.
Well,
we might have to have.
I'll find it.
We might have to have a macaroni and cheese
I'll
episode
find
too.
it. I'll go get the recipe.
There you go.
'Cause it's that good.
So I know that in that lost episode that was the greatest one we've ever done. By the way,
Absolutely. Without a doubt.
you talked about one of your traditions that you guys do on Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Hey, is there an update on that since that episode that nobody else heard about?
I'm
That we
not
don't know
answering
about?
phone calls about it. Because I know what's going to happen. So, my family, we moved here in 75. And we came down for Thanksgiving to my grandma's house in 1974. Okay, and I was just a
wee tyke.
I was still
Just a wee little
yeah,
lad.
I was still in diapers. I was like 14. No, I was just a baby. But the family, all the guys, would go down and play football.
You were wearing the 168
Yeah.
month diapers.
No one had to wash in the toilet before before the loves and huggies came out.
Oh man! To think we're going to talk about food on this
Yeah.
episode.
But hey, it could get there. What do you think food
I mean,
makes?
it all does eventually.
Yeah. But anyway, so
guys are fucking
so in
gross.
74, all the guys went and played football. Well, and from 74 on, they started that tradition. Every Thanksgiving morning, all the guys went down while the women were cooking the women folk, if I can sound like
All
a
the
hick.
lady folk.
Yeah, but not to sound degrading or
Misogynistic?
anything. Yeah, but
No, not at all. That wasn't
yeah.
misogynistic.
But the guys went down and played football for a couple hours, and then came back and helped cook and get the table set.
Nice backpedal.
Yeah, there
I
you
thought
go.
My backpedaling was good.
Yeah, sure we did. Yeah, that's what we did. Anyway,
That's our story we're sticking to.
well, Grandma and the moms were cooking dinner. The guys would go play football, and this went on from '74 until 2012.
Damn, that's like a Brett Favre career.
And we did miss a year, and we had to start bringing friends and cousins, friends of friends in, because it was all cousins and family that used to play. Well, they all kind of got old along the way, and not a lot of young kids were coming that wanted to play. So we had to reach out and recruit, and we picked the game back up after we missed a year. Snow, rain, it didn't matter. We played. And it was always a tradition, and we quit playing a few years ago. I think 2014 was the last year, so we haven't played for a few years. Well, I got a phone call the other day, and they want to play again and start it back up. Asked me if I was in, and I'm like, heck no, that's dumb. I'm not doing that. Then when I hang up the phone, I'm like, you know what? I think I got one more in me.
One more.
I think I got one more in me.
So you're saying the Turkey Bowl's coming back Thursday morning?
Oh, it's coming back. I'm just trying my best to find an excuse not to go.
Well, I guess there go. If Mike
You
plays,
just had surgery, Mike. That's
I
your
had
excuse.
surgery on my elbow a couple weeks ago.
Wow, it's still hurting me. It's still paining me. I still
It
gotta take those
hurts like a
meds.
bastard still.
still in the cold too, man.
And it's in the cold. But the weather the last couple of days has been
No,
nice.
It was
and
hot
Thursday
today.
we might get some snow Thursday. I highly doubt
we
it.
played in the snow, and until you took that first hit and got on the ground, then you was okay. But that first hit was the worst. But, yeah, no pads, all-out tackle. And like I said, we had 3 rules. You had to run the kickoff back, all-out rush. There was no one potato or one Mississippi. It was all-out rush, and everybody was eligible to catch the pass. And
Well,
it
that was good because
blood and guts,
Well,
man.
and even at that point in time, when we used to play like that, I don't think we ever had guys even blocking. We just had everybody go down the field for the pass.
No one wants to block. Everybody wants the ball. I mean, it's the way it is. But you always say, okay, you block this time, you block this time. No one blocked.
Everybody was downfield.
It seems like you'd always have the one team because there's always the one guy extra. You can never be even. There's one guy extra, and you're on the team with one extra. Like, okay, everybody just block a guy. I can make it the whole way. 17 guys jump on your head. It's like,
Because everybody's got out. Basically, it turns into a game
Yeah.
of see if your quarterback can get the pass off
Well,
to somebody before
you
the
thought-
entire defense.
You
screams.
thought Warren Moon had a run and shoot back with the Oilers. Everybody went out. I mean, it's like, okay, stay in a block one time, then they'll let you go out next time. Stay in a block one time.
Doesn't happen.
No, everybody just goes out for a pass. You look there, and there's no one in front of you but the other team coming at your face, and everybody else is downfield. Throw the ball! Throw the ball!
It's like I can't throw the
Like,
ball.
jeez. Yeah, kind of throw the ball when you're on your back. Kind of tough, but
Right, well-
it's a great time. So,
So
I'm
next
leaning
week,
towards it.
if Mike doesn't show up, if we're doing the next episode without Mike, we'll know what happened, and we'll offer you a preliminary rest in peace. Now, how about that?
Yeah, there you go. I'll be in the body cast, bring the stretcher, oxygen, IV with the D5W.
There you go. There you go. So, all right. Well, let's get into it. Let's get into our top 5 list. Thanksgiving food. I'm going to start this off just because I usually wait to give it to all you guys.
Yeah.
I'm going to talk my number 1, and this is just because depending on where we're at, if I'm going to get it or not, and that's the turkey leg. I'm all about the dark meat. I'm all about the turkey leg, and just because here's the thing, okay? If I go to my mom's house, the chances are pretty good I'm going to get a leg. But if I go to my in-laws or if I go somewhere else, you ain't getting that leg. That leg's reserved. There's going to be a throwdown for a leg.
It's like we said, we need the John Madden turkey. So
Yeah,
everybody
that's
can
just
have a
it's
leg.
got like 8 legs on this thing, man. So that's my number 1. I'm the flat out turkey leg. Not so much the white meat, but I'm all about the dark meat.
I like
that
white meat
dark
with
leg.
cranberry sauce.
Well, we'll get there.
Well, it's not on my list. I'm just
it's
saying
on mine.
it's good. Oh,
See, and
really?
we talked about
Oh,
this.
yeah.
Like, you guys have the turkey leg. You have the turkey right there set. At my ex-in-laws, the dad, he cut it all up. It was in sections: white meat, dark meat. He had some with skin, some without skin. He had that baby laid out.
God, how early did he get up to cut this thing, man?
That guy, I'll
Yeah,
tell you
this-
what,
jeez,
he's
wow.
organized. He's got energy of a 19-year-old kid. That guy is awesome, and he does it every year. It's great. And he always tries new stuff. He always brings something new in just to try it. Like the one year, he deep roasted a turkey, deep fried
I've
a
always
turkey.
wanted to try that.
I'll tell you what, if anybody out there, if anybody listening to this on Thanksgiving, if you got deep fried turkey coming up, you call me. I'm on my way.
Yeah.
I don't care.
He deep fried one and baked one just in case it wasn't good enough. You know what I mean? He's that guy. We did a turkey one year, and then what's the other bird they do sometimes?
A turducken?
No,
I don't need
a goose.
A goose.
He did a goose
You
one
do the
year.
goose for Christmas. You don't.
Yeah, he did it one year. He tried it, and
You kill quite.
We had prime rib at my sister-in-law's last Thanksgiving. Oh my gosh, it was
Dude,
good.
prime rib is so good.
yeah, and like I said, you guys are the family that does the ham with the turkey and stuff
Yeah, my
too,
in-laws
right?
do. My
Yeah.
in-laws do the ham.
I don't get down with that.
And my mother-in-law, she makes her homemade noodles. Like the big, thick, freaking, oh, they're so good. They're so good. John, the great John Beano we talked about, he wants to go just for the noodles. He doesn't care. Just don't give me a plate of noodles.
Nice.
I try to walk out with the bowl of noodles every year. I don't get very far. I get tackled before I get out the door. That's your thing, your turkey bowl game. It's just bad.
Yeah. You get tackled and you don't even know it.
I don't break an old guy's hip. I don't care. So, all right, what do you got?
What's your number? What,
Dar-
1
just-
or 5?
yeah, number one.
No, number one. Just move it
Number
down.
one.
Just dark meat turkey, just in general. I mean, I'll like a leg, just any of that dark thigh meat, any of it.
I'm all about the dark meat.
Nice. I can eat both. I prefer the white.
And your number one?
No, my number one, and like I said, I could eat this every day. It's mashed potatoes and gravy.
Oh,
I love
good,
the mashed
yeah.
potatoes and gravy.
No, see, and that unpopular opinion, I don't dig on mashed
And
potatoes.
Oh,
Never been a mashed potato
I
fan.
eat that stuff.
on the
like it's
last
gonna
episode,
stop.
we actually made mashed potatoes and gravy on air. Sorry,
Yeah,
everybody.
true story.
That is,
That's
and,
why
and we
it's so
made and we
great.
made both sets. We made the potato flakes and we made the original.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
with
we
the
knew it was going to
spuds cut
happen.
in
So,
them.
like, Alex had the potatoes boiling for like 10
oh,
hours
yeah.
beforehand.
and amazing.
Which I don't know if we've mentioned it. That was the greatest episode ever.
It was. Believe it or not.
I know you like the flaked potatoes, but if someone's gonna like actually mash potatoes, do you prefer them to be like as smooth as they can get, or you're fine with lumps?
I kind of like it more smooth, but I can eat lumps too.
I love
See,
lumps.
if I'm going to have mashed potatoes, I got to have lumps.
See, and I like
Got to be lumpy.
when you have the potato salad with the eggs in it and stuff. I love the big lumps, the big
yeah.
lumps of egg and potato. Oh, that's the best.
All right, man. I'm not.
And if you're one of the antichrists that put a lot of pickles and shit in your potato salad,
Who the hell does what the
Oh.
hell?
my
Okay.
mother-in-law
Are you
does,
serious?
and it's awesome.
okay, so
I don't like potato salad, but that's
She
an
does one with
abomination.
and without pickles because I'm one of the few that it's me and her just about that'll eat the one with pickles.
I hate
Why?
pickles. Pickles are the devil.
Honest to freak! Oh my god!
So I've never made a potato salad before in my life. Then about a year and a half ago, I put on Facebook, "Hey, give me your best potato salads." You know, because I Googled some, I looked at them, and I wanted I wanted the homegrown stuff. And a lot, I'm about 40% pickles.
It's because it's good, dude.
And I'm like, don't talk to me ever again.
Mashed potatoes,
They're unfriended.
pickles, olives,
I don't,
Monterey Jack cheese.
I don't do that, man. Pickles are the devil.
Okay,
Pickles aren't allowed in my house.
Fuck, I love pickles, except bread and butter pickles.
I
Get
don't
that
know the
shit out of my
difference. I don't
face.
want them.
that is the devil. Bread and butter pickles are the devil.
There's a couple things not allowed in my house.
I
Pickles
literally
is one
ate
of them.
like dill pickles just before he got here.
That's when
I
people
told
just
some-
grab them out of the bottle and eat them.
Yeah, I did
You're
that.
sick and disgusting.
I drink the pickle juice too.
Oh, dude, drinking
God.
pickle juice is the shit.
Okay, so
Okay, so before talking about
Go ahead.
potato salad, a potential guest host that we've got coming up next week. I hope he can come in here and make it. He was going to be here with us this week, but he's got some family stuff going on too. We're going to talk to Jeff about potato salad next week.
Okay.
I'm going to mention that too. I just made myself a note.
Okay.
We want to talk about that. I hope he's here. I hope he makes it.
okay, just a funny story because I'm kind of evil sometimes.
Oh, sometimes
Years ago,
talk about my mom.
my
She thinks you're evil all the time.
really, my sister.
You didn't call her for 6 months, you bastard.
I know. Well, you never call the next day. Come on. But my sister came down for Thanksgiving, and she was they stayed in the spare room. She was down there. My mom and dad, everybody. I went over there, and she left one of the big 32-ounce Coke cups in the fridge. And she always drank this. So I'm like, Diet Coke, nasty. It's nasty. So she's like, how good it was and teasing me and stuff. So everyone's in bed. I get home, 4 o'clock in the morning. Everybody's in bed getting ready for Thanksgiving. So I take the pickle juice and I dump it in her Diet Coke.
Dude, you were sadistic.
And it was just one of them funny things that, sibling things do. Oh, but it was classic to see the look on her face.
I made my brother drink soy sauce and Sprite. I told him it was Pepsi.
Oh,
remember
nice. Nice. We need to come up with some evil pranks.
Yeah,
we've done
that's
back in
good.
the
Maybe
day.
that's what we'll try to do. No, well, we gotta wait for Alex to get back.
Yeah.
For
But
that.
anyway, yeah, mashed potatoes and gravy, my number one.
Okay, nice. My number two, and they, depending on the kind, they got to be done just right. But I'm talking these big fluffy sons of bitches. The way I do them are amazing. I hit them with some butter before I even put them into the oven. And
Yeah,
I'm
you
just
got
talking. I'm talking what?
Yeah, you got
Yeah,
it.
I'm talking about the Thanksgiving rolls. And I don't just butter them before I put them in. I butter them several times throughout the whole baking stage.
Or you
Oh
can get
my
like a
God,
nice
they're
egg
so
wash
amazing.
on there, and they'll get nice and brown.
Yeah, that's good. That's good
Yes.
too. Yeah.
I love rolls.
Yes. Oh, that's why I.
If they're the
I
right
literally,
rolls.
I literally bought for the because I'm in charge of rolls for both houses this week. I think I
let me
bought
ask-
15 dozen rolls.
Let me ask you guys that. So, when
Maybe
you're
not that many. Maybe only like 9 dozen.
when you're married, your girlfriend, whatever the case may be, you're with somebody. Do you go to both houses, or do you alternate?
See, we go to both.
We go to both.
And since my parents are divorced, I have even more places to go to.
Ooh, yeah.
So I'm going to 3 different places for 3 different meals this Thanksgiving.
See, and we
Well,
always,
and you are invited to the fourth one if you.
That's
guys
true.
Make it, if you
But
got
I don't
time.
think I'm going to have time for that.
yeah, like 4 Christmases the movie.
Hell yeah!
But
Yeah,
like,
really.
see, my family, we always ate like at 2:00, and her family, they always ate like at 5:00. So we did both.
That's the way it always was growing up too.
But when you get to their house, you're so stuffed and
Yeah,
ready
that
for a
second one's-
nap.
You're like, I could
Oh.
not eat another bite. Or this mashed potatoes.
And I always look for the couch, man.
Well, see, and this year's working out really well because the first one is 1:00, but then I'm not doing the second one until like 7.
Oh,
so I
yeah,
got
that's-
time. I'm gonna go
that's
get
perfect.
a nap in there.
That's perfect.
I'm gonna go play some Red Dead
Yeah,
Redemption
mine's
2.
alike.
I'm in good shape.
I don't see how Amy can function after eating a big.
See, we always used to do that. We would go to my mom's at 2:00, and then my dad's mom's was always at like 4. And by the time we got up there, I was like, I can't do it.
So
but
yeah,
I always
we're
would.
going like 1
And then I
o'clock,
regret it.
2:30, 4:30.
So see, you can make the 7:00 one too.
Oh, I guess I did. I heard you say it was just at 7. So
But the only thing was, you knew certain houses had certain things, and so you loaded up on them because you know the other house didn't have them.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Or you saved yourself for the house that had them. So, yeah, having two or more houses to go to is tough. It's tough,
It's
'cause
definitely
especially
tough.
when it's like an hour apart.
dude,
Yeah.
Christmas Day is the same way for me.
Christmas Day is tough because you got to
Yeah, you're
travel
just
around.
running
Yeah.
everywhere. So, all right, what do you got? What's your number 2?
Stuffing. I just
Stuffing is
love
good shit.
stuffing.
Stuffing's good.
All right, you ready for this one? Hot take. Stuffing did make my top 5.
You're wrong.
Stuffing's good. Stuffing is good. I like it. I'm not saying I don't like it. I'm just saying it's not my top 5.
Wow.
Okay, what about you? What's your number 2?
The white turkey with a little bit of salt on it.
That's good shit.
Oh,
man. That's good
man.
shit.
When it has to be not hot but warm.
Yeah.
Oh.
You get it
Cold,
too hot.
cold is fine as well.
Oh,
No,
cold,
no.
cold turkey's all right, but it does nothing
See, and
compared
like
to
the
warm
day
with salt.
after when I'm making some turkey sandwiches, I'll always make it. I'll always heat it up in the microwave so that it makes the bread a little bit soggy too.
Mm-hmm.
Hit it with a little bit of mustard and some salt. Oh, buddy.
Yeah, we talked about this on the Lost episode. We talked about I'm not a real big fan of turkey sandwiches until I had the in-laws, and she made it like I'm like, holy cow, that's how you do it.
Did you get me her number yet? Because
Oh,
I
I
forgot.
got it.
I'm going over there for turkey sandwiches on Friday.
Dude, she makes the best turkey sandwiches. I never liked them. I never was a fan of them. I'd eat one here, one there. Wasn't a big fan until I ate one of hers. And I always rip her because my kid, every time he's eating
Fucking
with me,
ripper, mate.
yeah,
Fucking bloody ripper.
yeah. My kid ate so much stuff, and then he
This
goes to
Thursday's
her.
getting up there.
Yeah, he goes to her house, and now he won't eat mine because I don't make it like Grandma. He used to eat
Take that.
grilled
Take
cheese
that.
sandwiches. We had a grilled cheese sandwich every day. And then Susie had Grandma's.
Dude, nothing ever tastes as good as does at Grandma's house.
Grandma cuts the crust off. Dude, me
Nobody
and Grandma's
wants the
gonna talk. But she's the best. She's an amazing cook. I love
That's
going
awesome.
over there to eat. It's awesome.
Right on. Right on. Number 3. And what didn't you talked about? I mean, I think it counts as its own thing. Because you said you like it with the cranberries.
Yeah.
With the turkey. Cranberries make number 3 on my list. Cranberries are
I
easily.
mean, I'll eat them with just a spoon.
Oh no, yeah, I'll grab a spoon.
Hate cranberries.
Not so much the jellied kind. You gotta eat if it's the jellied, the kind that in the can, the wobble wobble wobble
Yeah.
wobble that kind. You gotta have that with some turkey. But the other
hate
kind, the
it.
whole berry stuff.
I mean, I like
just
the
eat it
whole
with a
berry
spoon.
stuff too, but I also like the jellied stuff.
Oh, I like them all. I like
hate
them all.
'em. I
But I
hate 'em.
can't just eat the jellied stuff What do you?
I can.
Dump it out of the can. You just cut a slice off and eat
Oh,
it.
I can. Absolutely. It tastes almost the same as the other stuff.
It really tastes like pickles. It's
No, it
gross
doesn't.
and
Shut up.
sick
Shut
and
the fuck up.
disgusting. Yeah.
All right, what's your number 3?
Mashed potatoes.
Mashed potatoes, good shit.
Lumpy,
Yes.
smooth. Boil them, mash them, stick them in a stew. Potatoes.
Potatoes.
What's
Just taters, master.
Yeah, but just potatoes.
And that was
in
a
any
horrible
form.
ass Golem impression.
That wasn't
my
bad.
God.
Actually, wasn't terrible.
Yeah.
What
Okay,
do you
on,
got?
on mine, we had to talk about this last time a little bit, but world famous apple salad.
Yes.
Oh, yeah,
Yes,
my
we did.
apple
And then I
salad.
said something about celery, and you got all bent out.
Yeah. So my sister put celery and walnuts in it one year, and
Sounds good to me.
she
Maybe
about
minus
didn't make
walnuts.
it back home because I about killed her. You don't put walnuts. Yeah, all it is just apples and bananas diced up
So it's
and
kind
put
of
in whipped
like a
cream.
fruit salad kind of.
Yeah, but you don't put walnuts. You don't put celery. You don't. Come on.
So, and maybe what I'm thinking is like a chicken salad, because I've had a really good chicken salad sandwich. It's got it's got the apples and celery and grapes in it, little grapes.
Grapes are
so
nasty.
good. No, what the hell, man? How are we even
Yes,
friends?
I don't know.
Oh my
I
god!
don't know. You guys have some weird taste.
Are you a dog? Because dogs don't like grapes.
I hate grapes.
Mine do.
Your dog's not supposed to have grapes. You know that.
I know. They don't get them,
Oh.
but they want them. They try it. Well, that's pretty much anything that I eat.
We
my
went to
dogs
a
want.
family function one time, and I thought it was apple salad, and I opened it up, and there was orange slices and grapes
Sounds good.
and
that does sound really
and
good.
pineapple.
Are you
like
sure
a
it was
fruit
a family
salad.
function, not a family dysfunction?
It was a family function, and I left
hell, man.
because I was so mad. I got tricked into it.
That's good.
That's
It
fruit
was a
salad.
fruit
That's what I'm
salad.
making to take to my in-laws
And nasty.
tomorrow, Thursday.
Yeah.
I don't even know.
Today.
Whatever.
Just say today.
Sure, I'm making it. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
today.
Later on today when this comes out.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, number 4. I don't even know what the hell my number 4 is. Let me look. Oh yeah. And John was with us this last week. This was like number 1, and he's all about that pumpkin pie. Any kind of pie for me.
Not
I'll
a
take
pie
it.
fan.
No, I love me some pie shit.
I also love me some pie shit.
Shout out to my grandpa. That's what he always called it. It didn't matter
Pie shit.
what kind of pie it was. It was pie shit.
Could have been cake and it was pie shit.
It was pie shit.
Nice.
So it's turned into a family thing. It's pie shit. What do you got? Notice number 4.
Turkey skin, specifically just the skin off the turkey. I'll go in
Are you
there.
gonna put it on your face like on the?
I like it.
Hello, Clarice.
Texas Chainsaw Massacre.
Alex is
Cut
gonna
eye
make,
holes in it.
Alex is making a mask of the turkey skin and chasing little kids
Nice.
around with the electric carving knife. I think.
Nice.
But that's one of my favorite things. Like
I
I'll
like
go in there
turkey
kind
skin.
of before everybody else and just give myself a nice little peel of skin.
Yeah, I like it. It's
I'm
good
going in there
stuff.
first. Amateur. I'm taking all the skin off that shit. All right, well,
One thing that hasn't been mentioned yet that I love: deviled eggs.
deviled eggs.
God, yeah.
I don't like them personally, but I can see the appeal.
Oh, I love them.
Like, and that's the thing.
Do you like them with or without paprika?
With.
Okay,
You see, the deviled eggs, they're like at everything. You have them with every dinner. You have them Thanksgiving.
But
you
they're
have
a
them at New
bitch
Year's
to
Eve.
make
You
most
have
of
them
the
at
time.
4th
Yeah.
of July picnic. I don't make them.
It's time consuming.
Yeah,
You
they're
have to hard boil
always
the
there.
eggs. You have to peel the egg. You have to cut them in half. You have to mix up all the shit. I make a kick-ass deviled egg, by the way,
As
because
do I.
even though you add the Miracle Whip, some people like mayonnaise, some people like Miracle Whip, whatever. But
Some people like Miracle Whip, and the rest of the world is fucking stupid.
yeah, but add some ranch.
Well, see, I was going to say
quarter.
Worcestershire sauce. That kind of adds like
What?
this.
What was that?
Add some ranch.
Worcestershire.
Worcestershire. Yeah, that stuff.
The W sauce. Worcestershire.
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 Yeah, just add some ranch next time. Ranch is good with them.
I apologize.
Not
I
a
didn't-
ton.
I didn't mean to
Just
throw you
enough
under
to
the
give a
bus there,
little,
laughing.
just a little bit. Yeah.
I mean, that's the same
Sorry.
with the Worcestershire sauce.
There you go. There you
Like
go.
2 little dashes in there.
Yeah. Yeah, but deviled eggs are
That
great.
is the Worcestershire word to try to pronounce.
It's like anemone.
Yeah, that happened.
What do you got for 5?
Number 5 is the relish tray, pickles and olives.
Oh,
and,
God.
Oh, no,
Get
good
away
shit.
from me.
And that's the only time. Thanksgiving is
Are
the
you
only
one of the
time
guys that
year.
puts the olives on your fingers and
Fuck
eats?
yes, I do.
Oh, God.
Every damn time.
I hate
I'm
people
39
like that.
years old. I'm a grown ass man. I'm
still
still
try.
gonna put the olives. On
I
my
try,
food.
like,
I
I'm
got
like,
big old fat
Wait,
fingers, so
can
it's kind
the
of hard.
olives fit? Nope. I'm just eat it then.
Yeah, no,
nasty.
I love it. And that Thanksgiving is the only time of the year that I will eat sweet pickles. Straight up, I don't like sweet pickles.
I do.
Sweet midget gherkins, Batman. Yeah, that joke actually came up on the last episode. that I don't know if we've mentioned it was the greatest of all time.
It was, from what I hear.
Batman was actually here.
Yeah, he was.
It's in the cloud now.
Yep. Look on it. Look for porn. Look on Pornhub for it. It'll be hidden deep in the.
Oh,
in the
greatest
realm of-
episode ever. In the
It'll be
history of
deep in the
podcasts.
realm.
I missed that episode. It was that good.
Oh, so do I. I have dreams at night about that episode.
When I heard it didn't work out, I actually shed a tear and couldn't sleep. It was that
Mike calls
good.
me crying. He's like, "What happened? Why?"
It was that good. Why? I sound like what's her nuts when Tanya Harding jacked her up. Like
Yeah.
why?
Mike was ugly crying about that this episode didn't.
Standing like the little kid on the screen with a tear. Why?
What do you got? Round out your top 5.
Green bean casserole.
Oh, I cannot wait.
I don't.
Cannot wait. And I just pounded
Nasty.
the table.
Don't
Just
do
about
that.
right. That was almost.
I don't
bad.
get it very often. I've had it like twice, and it is incredible. It's so good.
I'm ready. I'm
Yeah,
ready.
see, in my
Bring it on.
5, I'm kind of leaning towards the rolls, but my answer is D. Everything else.
Oh, everything. All of the
I love
above.
the ham, the rolls. I like when people. I even like one year we did corn on the cob,
Ooh.
and it was good with turkey. It was.
See, and this is always my aunt always used to bring this to Thanksgiving dinner, and it was part of the relish tray. I know you're not a big fan of celery because we've talked about how you feel about it, but you put the cheese, like the squirty. What's the squirty
Easy cheese.
Easy cheese. Yeah,
Yeah.
you put that in the celery,
Yeah,
like
it's-
down the middle of the thing.
Yes, that's,
oh, yeah,
it's like
yeah, I've
ants
seen
on
that.
a
God, it's
log.
amazing.
Yeah, I've seen
yeah,
that.
but with no raisins.
Well,
Not
ants on a
peanut
log
butter.
is peanut butter too. Yeah.
I know. I was getting to that point.
Yeah,
Jeez.
but yeah, the ham, the rolls, when it's just amazing. I love Thanksgiving.
Thanksgiving's great. That's a
Thanksgiving
fat kid's
is
Christmas
so
right
good.
there.
Oh.
I cannot.
I
Thanksgiving
hate
is my
how it's
favorite
so
holiday.
close to Christmas though.
Oh yeah, because it takes me 3-4 weeks to get my belt back
Because
in
you
shape
just
after I.
my family was small there for a while, just me and my mom and dad there for a while, and we had turkey for 97 days after Thanksgiving, and so for Christmas they're like, let's cook a turkey, and like, gosh dang,
Again, no.
please.
Well, see, that's the thing is like we're getting a turkey this year from work. What the hell am I gonna do with it? I'm gonna have enough turkey. Well, I know what I'm gonna do with it, but I'm just saying,
Eat it
stuff
later.
the shit out of it. So, but yeah. Anyway, so that's about our episode here.
What about the thankful?
Yeah, well, that's what I was getting there. I was
Okay,
getting there.
sorry, I
Jeez,
did.
man.
I know you had. I seen your notebook. I'm like, maybe
Are
you
you
missed
talking
it.
about the dicks or the non-dicks in the notebook?
the hairy ones?
Oh, okay, yeah. Thank you, Alex, for
Yeah,
for
no
that.
problem.
All right, so just really quick, I know it's going to sound kind of cheesy. What are you guys thankful for this Thanksgiving? I mean, this is the best time of the year to do it. I'm going to defer to you guys.
I mean, I'm thankful for my wife. She lets us do this. She's great. She's
I'm thankful
supportive.
for your wife letting us do
She
it.
lets us come down here every week. She just kind of puts up with it. She's great. She's awesome. I'm thankful for her.
Oh, yeah. On a side note of that, don't leave the toilet seat up in there and make sure you shut the door.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Doesn't turn out well.
I usually just go in the corner. I
The
didn't,
brood-
know you guys-
the brood uses
just
the litter
went-
box.
I didn't know there was a toilet down here.
I just usually pee on the new guy, so.
I just went over the corner. I didn't know there was a toilet down here.
You use the litter box. That's all.
Click that you just said the litter box.
Yeah.
But all right, whatever works.
Kieran comes down. Oh my God, something's wrong with one of the cats. Why? There's an 8-pound turd in the litter box.
I hate when that happens. What'd you feed that cat?
Mike.
Anyway,
Anyways, what do you got?
yeah. Anyway, so no BS, serious stuff. I'm thankful because it's just been me alone, and sometimes with the kid. But seriously thankful for everybody that reached out to me and invited me over for Thanksgiving dinner. I really appreciate it. When I read the text and get invited, it chokes me up because I really do appreciate what great friends and great people that think of me, being alone and stuff. And I usually don't go because I feel like a big freaking loser anyway. But I appreciate the thought and the invitation, and it's just it's beyond words that I'm that thankful and grateful
That's
that
awesome.
people think of me.
No, good one. And then for me, I'm eternally grateful for my family. I've just got a great bunch of people that I grew up around and that have shaped me. And I talk a lot of crap, but that have shaped me into the guy I am today. I'm eternally grateful to them. And like I talked about it earlier, I'm thankful for the listeners and the followers and everybody out here. I'm thankful for you guys because without you, there is no show. Now, before we get going, Alex is upstairs. I don't know what he's doing. Maybe he's
sucking up.
He's
because
hiding it in the
we had another
Pornhub.
show tonight.
But she's not even home yet, I don't think. But I don't know. But anyways, there's going to come a time in your life when you want to tell somebody to eat a dick, but you can't. So let us do it for you. Let the guys hiding from their wives tell somebody to eat a dick. If you want to put a name with it, we can do that. If not, that's fine. So, but yeah, Mikey, I'm going to leave it to you.
Yeah, and usually we only do one, but I'm asking for a reprieve because I got two. And the second one, you guys need to help me out and decide who gets it. But the first one is, so if you've ever played FanDuel, the gambling site, you make your
Kinda like DraftKings.
yeah,
like
it's exactly the same. You make your lineup, you go off their performances, and so I'm sitting around, I'm watching the Stardom and Situm bottom line on the NFL Network, and I'm thinking maybe I'll do a lineup like that just to see how they do on the Stardom and Situm. So I got in the 50-50. All you have to do is out of 100 people, if you take in the top 50, you get paid money. So I made the lineup based on who they said to start, and I could afford, with their salary caps, every player who they ranked first in each position. So I'm like, I'll try this. I'll put it on the 50-50, put $5. $5, no big deal. Put it on the line. My team, out of 100, took 98th
Good hell, man.
on their Stardom.
That's like me.
So NFL Network,
Eat a dick.
Eat a dick. Okay, the second one, I need your opinion on who should eat the dick. So I have a
I don't
truck.
swing that way, buddy.
Yeah, so I have a truck. It's an older truck. It's over 20 years old. Okay? Changed the plugs in it. And I went to the auto parts store to get the plugs. And they say, what year, make, model, all that, good jazz. And I tell them, okay, you got three choices. They recommend this, this, and this. And he says, but these ones are on sale this week. These ones are a little bit better. These ones are... And I says, well, give me the ones that are just a little bit better. I don't mind paying a little bit extra for a good running truck. So I got the plugs. Did this in August. Well, the other day, my truck started running super rough. I'm thinking one of the plugs fouled. Maybe the cable came off. I go check everything out. Everything's good. Take it up to the shop. My buddy Reggie puts it on the computer and says, what kind of plugs do you got in there? And I says, oh, they were X brand. He says, dude, he goes, Dodge trucks need Champion plugs.
Oh, shit.
He goes, if you use anything but Champion, a Dodge truck will run like ass. So I don't
My
want,
ass don't run.
So I appreciate them guys telling me that. I appreciate the guys selling them to me. He said, oh, the manufacturer recommends X, X, and X, and you can choose one of the three. But Dodge, for being so generically, do I yell at the salesman? Do I yell at Dodge? Who do I yell at, and who do I tell to eat a
I
dick
think you
to?
got to yell at Dodge for being so damn picky.
Do I give it to the other plug companies that don't make them as good as Champion?
Well, maybe
I
that-
thought
maybe
Champion
that-
was about
How
obsolete.
about all the above? How about
Yeah.
D, all the above?
That's a good idea. So everybody eat a dick.
Yeah. I'm still throwing mine back to the ones that were on this greatest episode. I'm so pissed off. If you're a chicken restaurant and you have the word chicken in your name, and I'm talking to you, Kentucky Fried Chicken, KFC, have fucking chicken. I went in there on my lunch break. It was 5 minutes after I got in there before anybody even looked at me. It took me having to talk to the lady in line behind me to say before, oh, I'll be right with you guys. No, bull fucking shit. Get out of here. And then it took another 20 minutes to get my food. I was almost late. Oh, sorry, we're short-staffed. It's like, I don't give a shit. Tell my boss when I'm late back from lunch.
How are they
She don't care.
short-staffed? Every time I go in there, there's like 9 guys standing around.
Yeah. Standing around doing nothing. And then it's like, oh, well, I don't have original. Can we do... What the fuck? It's noon. It's lunchtime. Have fucking chicken.
They don't.
I just racked up the damn swear jar on that.
I've heard
brand.
so many complaints about KFC.
It's getting so bad.
It is. I mean, every day on Facebook you hear about it.
And
People
actually,
I
on
talk
that
to.
greatest episode, we had the manager of KFC in here that we told him to eat a
Yes.
dick.
And
we had the actual colonel in here.
And the colonel, we actually had a ceremony where we demoted the colonel to a private. We bowed him down. We took the sword off the shoulder instead of,
The president was here, you guys.
And yeah, the colonel is now officially private.
This episode was huge. It was huge.
Oh, and the Stan Lee tribute last week was
God,
amazing.
Stanley tribute was great. We had all
He
of
was
the-
even here.
We had Chris Evans in here. We had Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr.
Robert Downey Jr. Oh God, I gotta go eat you guys.
That's that
all
soft
there is
spot
to
for
it.
that Cubs fan
Yeah, I
again.
guess so. What do you got? Who do you want to eat a dick? Same one as
So,
last week?
yeah,
Oh, here we go.
I can't go all the way to the story. We're kind of running short on time here. But you know those fucking people who with those stupid little coupons and your stupid wiper blades in the parking lot of a grocery store. Don't do that. Don't do that shit. Don't touch my car. Don't put your stupid coupons on my thing, especially when there's one on the seat.
Sitting on the passenger seat.
Yeah.
Put another one.
Don't touch my fucking car. Keep your coupons to yourself. I don't want them.
And it's nice when they come up and they got these heavy coats with zippers and buttons and everything else, and they lean over your $70,000 truck or car.
Yeah.
'Cause that's how much they cost now to reach your windshield wiper.
Yep.
I hate that.
So Big Don's coupon delivery people eat a dick.
Eat a big fat dick. Eat a hairy ball dick.
Yeah.
That Alex has drawn. All right. Good episode, guys. Well, again, we want to wish everybody out there a happy Thanksgiving. We apologize that our last episode didn't get out there. It was indeed the greatest episode ever. We had a lot of celebrity guest stars in here. It's just too bad it didn't work out. We really enjoyed it. But
I'm still shedding tears.
I know. Come back with us next week. We're going to have another great one lined up for you. Not as great as that one, obviously.
Not as great as that one, but it'll be good.
We'll have a good one. We're going to go ahead and in advance here, we're going to let our producer Alexander the Great off the hook here. Next week he's going to be old as shit.
Yeah.
So happy birthday there, man. We'll let him off the hook from recording next week. But again, big shout out to everybody that's come along board with this. Big shout out to our sponsors, Price Theaters, October Rage for giving us the theme song, Crazy Dave's Meat Emporium, Captain Calzone, big shout out to you. Tune in next week. I'll be right back with you. For Alexander the Great, for Magic Mike, I am Big Ben. We'll see you later. Peace.